with the Texas Rangers. I'm back home. It feels good to be back.
It is official. Josh Hamilton is a Texas Ranger once again after spending 2 years with the Los Angeles Angels. There is no feeling quite like coming back home. The Rangers just got a little bit better real fast. Good evening, I'm Luke Liddon with your look at sports. Before we get to the Josh Hamilton trade, we have some baseball news of our own right here in the borderland. The Chihuahuas roster will now look different from the pitching mound. The Chihuahuas will be adding 3 new players to the pitching squad. We'll receive right-handed pitcher Jay Jackson from AA San Antonio and left-handed pitchers Frank Garces and Chris Rierick, who were both optioned from the Padres. But congrats to right-handed pitchers Corey Mazzoni and Kevin Quackenbush, who were recalled to the big leagues and will join the Padres. And check out this little fact. When Mazzoni appears in a game, he will become the 8th Chihuahuas player to make their major league debut after playing in El Paso. We will also lose right-handed pitcher Aaron Northcraft, who will jump down to AA San Antonio. And speaking of the Chihuahuas, they will continue their series at home tonight against the Salt Lake Bees. First pitch is at 6:35, and we will have highlights later tonight at 10. And that's not all. We have more baseball news in the Lone Star State. Josh Hamilton is coming back home to the Texas Rangers.
I'm back here. I'm back home. I'm going to give you everything I've got, just like I did when I was here.
Not even halfway through his 5-year, $125 million contract, Hamilton was traded to the American League West rival Texas Rangers for a player to be named or cash. And it's fair to say he had quite the run his first time around in Texas. He helped the team reach consecutive World Series appearances back in 2010 and 2011. Hamilton is still recovering from off-season right shoulder surgery, but is expected to report this week to the Rangers complex in Surprise, Arizona. And it is fight week for the Mayweather-Pacquiao bout in the Sin City, Vegas. One of the biggest fights not only this decade, and you could even argue maybe in the past century. The fight itself is not only huge, but it's also shaping up to be huge outside of the ring. With 5 days to go before the fight, the last rooms were being sold at the MGM Grand. Forget this, $1,600 per night. Hopefully all those fans in attendance get their true money's worth. Pacquiao is expected to arrive in Vegas later this evening, and the fight is scheduled for Saturday at 7 p.m. You could say the men's UTEP basketball squad had a disappointing end to their season, but this upcoming fall, it looks like the team is doing everything they can to create a different outcome for 2015. Multiple sources say on Twitter that this man right here, combo guard Ben Nakwasa from Richardson, Texas, made a visit to UTEP. The 6-foot guard was named District 10-6A's co-MVP after last season. He averaged 18.3 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 4 assists per game at Richardson High School. The Miners have one available scholarship left, with the hopes of filling that last spot with the high school guard. I reached out to UTEP, but due to NCAA rules, they could not comment. And crossing the state line over to New Mexico State, the Aggies have signed New Mexico junior college guard Rene Esparza. The 6'3" guard is originally from Juarez, Mexico, and he played his high school ball over at El Paso Faith Christian Academy. He's now making the jump to play D1 ball at MSU, and that's a look at sports.